Okay, there's a certain person on the internet that I've never heard of. When I first was told about this individual and what he said, I didn't exactly believe the individual telling me at first, but now, after I watched the video, I truly believe that this guy really made a big mistake in terms of what he said. Now, before I get on to this topic, I have to address a few things. Firstly, I'm against any group or any organization or any ideology that tries to indoctrinate children. I'm against it for the same reasons of why I used to go after the Christians. In fact, the Christians would love to go after children, and particularly into their faith, and they like to indoctrinate them into why they want to have them believe in the same things. And there's a certain Mgtow person that we'll be addressing here, firstly, because I've noticed, even though he says he cannot support it, or advocate for it, in a sense, he did say those things. And what I find disturbing is that there's a certain section of Mgtow called Tgtow, or teens going out their own way. To me, that's sort of the same thing as Christians trying to indoctrinate children into the faith. It's the same thing. And what I find most disturbing is that this literally tells me that they're losing in the culture war, so therefore they must recruit others into fighting their sort of culture war for them. And why not hit people that have their brains fully developed yet, aka teens? And personally, I'm against this. As I said before, and I'll say it again, any movement, any ideology, and any sort of group that advocates for, say, bringing minors into the mix of any ideology or movement or whatever the case may be is ultimately wrong. The moment when they do that, it turns from a standard movement into something that a lot of people would call a cult at that point. Or at least part of the elements of a cult. Certainly the ones that like to indoctrinate certain younger people into the faith or into the religion. And I'll let Mexican Mgtow take it away for you in the next part.
And I think that there's nothing wrong with promoting the establishment of Tgtow, which is a variation of Mgtow, teens going their own way. Mgtow, at least the ones that you know of, are marching in lockstep and suggesting to the under 18 crowd that if you identify with Mgtow values, if you're looking for a good way to save yourself from all of the shit that's out there waiting for you, Tgtow is the place for you. If you're serious about what you're doing, if you're serious about realizing the threats that are out here that are manufactured for men, by men in a lot of cases, Tgtow is the way. Now, I very much support the idea of a minor league, so to speak, where the 18 and under crowd can go to do what it is that they need to do. It's necessary for you young men that recognize that there is a problem in the world. This shit with women is out of control. Tgtow is something that can help you young men out there, help you avoid these pressures, these troubles, help you avoid the schizophrenic nature of the modern female today. Even when these people are coming across and presenting themselves as your friend, as your ally in life, a mother, a sister, a female cousin.
A mother, a sister, a female cousin.
They only have their best interest at heart. It goes without saying that in these very, very troubling times between men and women, big fucking big problems, Tgtow is yours now.
If you practice the philosophy and the principles of Mgtow, if you apply them to Tgtow.
If you're 17, it's irrelevant.
If you're 14, if you're 17, it's irrelevant.
My son is 11 years old and he's red-pilled as fuck. And that's not just from listening to me.
My son is 11 years old and he's red-pilled as fuck. And that's not just from listening to me.
So yeah, I've seen him as young as my son, 10. He started out 10 asking some really serious questions. He's 11 now, he'll be 12 shortly. When you have children as young as this, typically just go the easiest way that they can. They fold up and they follow the herd. Tgtow is the way for you if you're under 18. That's just my personal opinion. Good luck, gentlemen. From time to time, I will produce commentary and content specifically aimed at Tgtow.
Specifically aimed at Tgtow.
Not with a Mgtow inflection, specifically aimed at Tgtow. I will do that. Don't pass up the chance to be your own man. Mgtow as men have responsibilities. I know that we want the best for men and boys.
For men and boys.
Young people, children, start gravitating towards Mgtow. I have to back off of that. I have to put my hands up. I have to wash my hands of that. I can't have nothing to do with that. And I think that there's nothing wrong with promoting the establishment of Tgtow, which is a variation of Mgtow, teens going their own way. If I found out that my kids were listening to adults like me, and they were giving them life advice on how to be or how not to be, I would not be thrilled. I wouldn't be happy about that at all. We have a young man that is gravitating around us right now, Igor Mgtow.
On video games, and today we're going to make a video about this idiotic video about the made by Crimson Crusader, which should be called Crimson Cucksader. Anyways, let's begin. The Crimson Crusader, more like the Crimson Cucksader.
Good morrow, ladies and gentlemen. This is I, the Crimson Crusader.
Look how he put ladies first and gentlemen second. So he basically promotes gynocentrism.
A proud member of the anti-Mgtow resistance.
A proud member of the gynocentric society. What an idiot.
That fights to liberate men from the degenerate ideas being perpetuated by the toxic Mgtow community.
You're the most toxic community I've ever seen. You're the most idiotic fools I've ever met. You're basically having this anti-Mgtow federation. What an idiocy. So let's continue.
I have a special message for you, my fellow anti-Mgtows. I have been asked by a friend of...
I have a message for you idiots. A message that will declare war on all of you anti-Mgtows, wherever you may be.
to share my personal thoughts of what the Anti-Mgtow Federation means to me and what its future will look like.
A message that will declare war on all of the anti-Mgtows, wherever you may be. That will declare war on all of the anti-Mgtows. That will declare war on all of the anti-Mgtows, wherever you may be.
The lobbies are so fucking shit.
You're in the Face Clan, Prod?
Yeah, I'm in Face Clan.
Can you get me in the Face Clan?
Yeah, man, sure.
Really? Yes! I wanna suck your dick.
You gotta, yeah, you know what? Never mind.
Are you serious?
Serious.
How about I just suck your dick? It sounds more fun.
How old are you? Jesus.
Doesn't matter, I just
Where are your parents?
sleeping. My mom told me to go to sleep for school. I said, shut up, bitch.
Yo, how old are you for real?
Yeah.
Doesn't? Oh, porque culo grande, pinche. I love you, mommy.
This kid's the best.
If you're right next to me right now, I will grab some peanut butter. I'll put it between your toes and I'll lick it off real nice and slow. You know what I'm saying? No homo. Hey, you guys want to meet my dad? Save a zombie so I can go call him.
I have a caller here, so I'll keep.
Igor, I love what you do. I like your enthusiasm. You are definitely smarter than the average 12-year-old. But young man, you are 12 years old. 12. I don't know how they do things in your country, but in this country, we would get our asses kicked up around our shoulders for encouraging such things. That's why I can't encourage it. Now, I very much support the idea of a minor league, so to speak, where the 18 and under crowd can go to do what it is that they need to do. You get a few years down the road, and this is something that you still want to do, then I'm fine with that.
You get a few years down the road, and this is something that you still want to do, then I'm fine with that.
Say something. But I've noticed that you're kind of making rounds a little bit, and your channel's getting bigger, and I think that at 12 years old, you don't have the wherewithal or the understanding that you need to have to take on something like this. Tgtow is yours now. If you're 17, it's irrelevant.
If you're 14, if you're 17, it's irrelevant.
My son is 11 years old, and he's red-pilled as fuck. And that's not just from listening to me. So yeah, I've seen him as young as my son, 10. He started out 10 asking some really serious questions. He's 11 now, be 12 shortly. Tgtow is the way for you if you're under 18. That's just my personal opinion. This isn't a YouTube channel thing for us. This is a way of life for us. You haven't even hit puberty. Not to disrespect you, not to throw any shit at you. I don't want to do that. I want to make it perfectly clear that I respect what you're doing, young man. I admire what you're doing.
I admire what you're doing.
When I was 12. But I can't, in good conscience, I cannot take a 12-year-old in from another country and act like this isn't a thing, because it is a thing.
Because it is a thing.
Respect in the community. A lot. Especially being as young as he is. That being said, so I can't be messed up with it. I won't encourage anybody to go the way that I'm going, but you do what you feel you have to do out there. Other Mgtow. I can't be subbed to the channel. If I found out that there were grown men or grown women subbed to my kids' channels, I'd be on them like stink on shit. I'd be all over them. I hope that you understand. And I hope that the brothers out there understand. That's not something that I'm willing to take on. Not now and not ever. 18 years old is the legal age here. I don't know what it is in other countries. You sound like you're from another country. I believe that you've mentioned that before, and I just don't remember what it is. But 18 is the way here. 18. That's legal adulthood here. You get to legal adulthood, give us a holler. Good luck, gentlemen. From time to time, I will produce commentary and content specifically aimed at Tgtow.
Specifically aimed at Tgtow.
Not with a Mgtow inflection. Specifically aimed at Tgtow. I will do that. Don't pass up the chance to be your own man.